A horn in the background, and it is, of course, time for the gloriousness that is a siege in Napoleonic Wars. However, this one is hosted by the 15th, of course, Sencris and friends. Now, look at this, a nighttime battle. Phantasmagorical. So, you can see here, plenty of lights. Oh, okay, maybe not. Interesting. So, I have this funny feeling that I might be being trolled by the entire community as they restart the server and then all of a sudden I'm the only one on it. So, yeah. Interesting. Anyway, when we've actually got some people to have the flipping thing with, we'll be back. Anyway. Okay, well, after that slightly unfortunate moment where everyone buggered off on the server, we are now in and the siege is underway. So, we have on the United Kingdom forces, we have the 31st, and we have the 59th, the SA Dragoons, of course, the Caroline, the 59th, and a lot of dead 77Y, including Brad Apple, and beautiful fire coming in from Beaujus. Lovely shot indeed with the cannon. So now you can see them starting to take apart as many as possible of the defences. Oh, look at that. Rab doing a fantastic job with the artillery and more fire coming in as Dr. Cox gets taken down. So on the opposing side we have the 77Y and the 42E. Oh, and Malekith and Aztir shot with the same cannonball. Oh, that's going to be a glorious moment for Zodameth. He's going to love that. So, anyway, as you can see here, plenty of fire coming in as these guys are starting to get their way up onto the top of the server. And you can see basically these guys getting into very important positions. And you can see here a little bit of stabby goodness as there's Rab taking down Hit and Blast. And now, as you can see, Rab looking very buxom this evening, picking up the gun. Now about to be attacked by sheep and unsuccessfully murdered by sheep. So, here you can see the 77Y. Oh! Charlie the Turtle with a beautiful cannonball. Holy crap. What the hell? What the actual sodding Nora just happened there? Okay. Okay, well, I've left the server and I've rejoined the server and I've got some kind of weird bug where basically nobody's here. It's essentially empty. And yet there's 170 plus people on the server. So I don't know what the bloody hell is going on. I can't imagine that they're all hiding in this building. I think I'd notice if I saw 178 people hiding in a small area, but I guess we'll keep working. Okay, so that was slightly odd. Oh, that's not so slightly odd, but European Swallow doing a fantastic job from the Dragoons. And I had some strange bug that you guys probably seen in the previous round. That for some reason, none of these guys were showing up. It was basically just saying 0. And I was literally all on me lonesome, so I'm not sure what the bloody hell happened there. But anyway, as you can see, after that somewhat ridiculous rampage by the 77Y, let's find out what's going on. So, here we are. Aha! Here comes trouble, otherwise known as Mark Stiller from the 31st. And you can see more fire coming in. And the thing is, you can see they've taken down that bridge, which is a good move. Oh, that's not such a good move for 31st Private Stein 462. Oh, VP Falcon with multiple kills. And Slayer Boy as well. And there we go. European Swallow taking down Rickamaroo. And multiple fire coming in here. And the Chicken of Doom has been taken down. You fear the Chicken of Doom, ladies and gentlemen. You don't mess with those chickens. And here's Nerdbot. And Dooch Nozzle. You fear the nozzle. Pretty White Girl. Who is, as the name suggests, Grey Hunter. I have to say, these cannoneers are fantastic. Look at this. Rab also in there as well. So, basically, you've got a bunch of artillery girls. And, you know, well, that's probably not a girl, I have to say. But, you know, probably got the chest for it. Anyway, so let's find out what's going on. As you've obviously got more cannoneers over here. And more. There's Beaujus and Gimno. Fantastic stuff. And over here is the 1st Carolean artillery, Macduff and Dragon as well. So, plenty of those guys in there. And they are now up against the likes of the Russians who are defending. And look at the amount of smoke. The smoke that's coming out of that fort. Oh, fantastic. Oh, dear. A dead engineer. So let's see what's going on as Gaming Toffee, his battle cry, cadets for the win. And there we go. A little bit of stabby goodness. There's Radwell ready with his bottle. He's going to chuck his bottle out. And let's see who that was. That was PFC Salt. Correction. Radwell ain't chucking diddly squat. He just got taken down by a Dutch nozzle. So, let's find out what's going on. As the cadet's time to shine, apparently. That's always going to be a dangerous thing. Oh, look at this. Cadet Riddick with a nice kill onto a poor musician or musketeer, depending on your point of view. Ah, the 59th. Taking cover behind this, well, okay, perhaps not well-armed hut. Ah, it's a man with a horn. It's Malevolence. Or Malevolence. And there is the 59th, Lieutenant Danielle. And an engineer, Invitational Cyan, who's looking rather blue. Anyway, so let's find out what's going on. As you can see, obviously, plenty of fire. Now, they can't get across that bridge. Getting across that river is going to be hard without them losing their powder. And you've obviously got plenty of people up here. The likes of Marksman Slayer. Or Sharpshooter Slayer. And a few other people in here. Who's this? It's the Quick One. Sharpshooter the Quick One. And there's Cadet Winterfox in there as well. You've obviously got Simon in. And, of course, Deadly Cannoneers, Mr. White Knight. And Great Sword as well. Continuing to defend. And there's Captain Gamer. And Midgarder. So, let's see. Here you see, obviously, the likes of Fortune Zero. And here is additional artillery courtesy of other members. So there's Benedict. Obviously got Posh Gaming. So they're not really using this artillery down here because they don't really have the people for it. But you can see, obviously, plenty of forces here. There's Oko. And there's Caboose. You can see these guys continuing to fire back at the enemy. There's Dropkick. Taking aim and firing. And there's PFC Jack. And over here you can see obviously R Scratch. So you can see a little bit of damage is being done to this side here. And there's obviously Jam John. And also Cannoneer Fake Messiah from the 42nd. And you've also got March J Wall. And of course the commanding officer, Major Malekith. So let's see what's going on. As you see the cannonballs going flying over the top. There's Abercrampy. And Bobatini, of course. Private First Class, Mr. Bobatini. And you can see Slayer Boy and Charlie the Turtle getting some nice kills. Now, obviously, this ladder is going to be trying to be used. But you can see that the artillery is working hard to rubberlize this section of the building. Or the fort, I should say. It's more than just the building. So, oh, nice shot there. As poor old Marks. Oh, and down it goes. And did he survive? No, he did not. So let's just see, as that has been the rubberization of the main wall. So there is Frongler in along with Fake Messiah, who seems to be missing something. I'm not sure what it is. And there's Commander Batfish, who is like, there's nothing there to fire back with. Get the hell out of there, man. And so, further down by the anti-horse defences, of which there are no horses to worry about, we move over to this area here. And there's Semple going in for a shot. And cannonballs come rolling in over the top. And here is Carolean Major Magnus moving in. Bringing his forces forward. Charging in. And who's out there defending? It is Cadet Dwarf with a mighty kill. And a quick shot. And then a runaway. And you can see the battle that's continuing out the front here. Between Sergeant Ice Storm and Semple. The battle continues out the front of the fort. You can see these two locked in mortal combat. Well, definitely mortal for Semple. Ice Storm definitely. We'll have to see. Oh, dodging left and right. Look at that to try and avoid the bullets. Trying to get out of there. Can he dodge it? We'll have to wait and see. How patient is the sheep? Not patient enough. Oh, there we go. And now it's time for Ice Storm up against the sheep. Who will win? So you can see here these two. Oh, that's who will win. Ice Storm with a second win. And here come the reinforcements as led by Mark Stiller of the 31st. So these fine, lovely gentlemen making their way across. Okay, maybe he's not. Recruit X-Ray is no more. And here is more of the 31st. And also then followed up by the 59th. Oh, VP Falcon with a beautiful cannonball kill onto multiple members of the 59th. As the cannonballs, oh, Carolean Major Magnus gets finished off. Massive amounts of fire as these guys making their way up the rubble on the side of the fort. With the 77Y and the 42E defending, in goes Private Dan. A nice stab from Dan. And you can see here, mass stabbings going on. There's Rifleman. Oh, and Dan gets shot at close range by retired Feet 123. And here is Malevolence defending and catching bullets. Oh dear me. So this is the British spawn, as you can see. Fine fellows, the Black Watch, Posh Panda and friends. More cannons. And so we shall follow in. As you can see, this is pretty much the route. But you can see here that the mortars and the damage that has been done, engineers have put down planks to make it across there. So at least they can deal with that. And they can have less problems when it comes to transitioning there. You've obviously got rubberization over on the left side. You've got rubberization over on the right side. And you also have plenty of rubble in the centre. So, the fort is looking a little worse for wear. But this is a difficult point to get to because obviously it's been defended very, very sternly by members of the 42E and the 77Y. Terminal Ducky! And there's Bovatini in with his spade and his large axe. So he's not happy. Oh no! The Chicken of Doom has been murdered. Fear the Chicken of Doom. So, let us continue and follow Frongler. And now you can see, let's see if we can find out where the enemy's coming from. So this is what the Russians are going to deal with. And there's Mark's wall. And Gaming Toffee Clay. Oh, heavens above. Oh, wow. That was fantastic shot combo from the SA Dragoons and the Caroleans. And absolutely stonking cannonballs. Oh, look at these guys. They are doing so well. So well on the artillery kills. I mean, look at that. 17-0, 11-0, 10-0, 10-0. Just brutality. So here we follow Recruit Greener as he makes his way up the rubble. And possibly onwards to a bullety or lead-related demise. So we shall follow Mr. Greener. Let's follow, see how he goes. He's dodging left and right. Is he going to go in for the stab? No, he's going to go in for the, I'll get stabbed. Taken down by a dwarf, unfortunately. Yeah, they always musician aim, which is just horrible. Evil, evil men, all of them. And it looks like here's some more of the Black Watch moving up. Trying to defend with a little bit of team killing going on in there as well. And you can see here, Ben also with a lovely kill onto multiple 31st recruits. And you can see here the stabbing continuing on the left-hand side of the fort. So we'll leave the stabby goodness over there on the left-hand side. And we shall wander over to the middle. Anything going on in the middle? Not really a huge amount. And look over on the right-hand side. Anything going on the right-hand side? No. It's pretty much all quiet on the western front, so to speak. You do still have some people like Mr. Radwell there. And Dr. Cox. But pretty much all the pressure coming in from the English forces is coming up on the right flank. Now, obviously the likes of this guy, Jackie Ban, and of course Cadet Ben, doing their best to defend that left flank. Well, technically it is, yeah, it is the Russians' left flank, because that's essentially what they'd be regarding it as when they look at it from that direction, because they are looking at it from there. So, you can see here plenty of time left, and another push in as, look at that, Dooch nozzle doing the damage yet again. Fantastic nozzle skills there. Obviously that nozzle very helpful when it comes to the artillery. And now we can see additional forces still trying to push up there. Oh god, it's the Ginger Ninja. Look out everybody. It's Az-tier. What's this? Is this an enemy? Oh, it's an engineer. It's a British engineer. Invitational Betty. So Betty is up to no good, and down goes a Admiral Chingus as well. And there's Martaxus's. And there's Cadet Cutie Pie. And of course, Colonel Az-tier. So, taking a pot shot at the engine. Now, let's find out what's going to happen, because in through the darkness, in the woods, and the gloom, come the 31st. Now, the trouble is walking across that bridge there is going to be very dangerous, because you're kind of in front of the cannonballs. Oh, a nice catch there by 31st Private Stein. A good headshot. And now you can see the forces start to break open, because they got to dodge all these bullets. Look at these guys running left and right to try and avoid those bullets that they know are coming for them. And now you can see basically it's a pretty nasty situation. In fact, so nasty that Kroglog decides to run backwards. And now you can see the forces continuing to push up onto the rubberized section of the fort. Defending is Semple. Also defending is Invictus. You can see them going in there, doing the stabby goodness. But the thing is they're doing pretty much most of the damage with the muskets before they can actually even get anywhere close. And so the guys are being overwhelmed by the sheer weight of numbers of the Russian Zerg. But saying that, Rab and the other cannoneers are doing a fantastic job. But look at this mini line from the 1st Carolean. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Major Magnus, let us follow the Major. Okay, let's not. The curse of the commentator. Observer... oh, ouch. Observer mode cam. Mass murder, what can I say? So, European Swallow. Taking down yet more people. Oh, Thomas catching a cannonball. So, now, this guy here is all on his lonesome. It's Wesley Evo. Oh, more cannons coming in from 42nd Ben. Ah, Private Milf and Cookies sliced down by Lieutenant Gaz. Gaz actually killed somebody. I know, we're as shocked as you are. So, Dr. Cox moving out, as it looks like they're moving to defend the right-hand flank from the forthcoming forces of the United Kingdom. I nearly said the United States there for a second, but here they come across the bridge, and it is, of course, the Black Watch, the fine Scotsmen, who seem to be catching a lot of bullets with their face and bodies right now. As you can see, there's a lot of kind of dead people. Oh, Ben! Oh, Ben, just brutal. Absolutely brutal. Look at that. Multiple kills onto the Carolean, as Slayer Boy also doing huge amounts of damage as well. Just absolutely nasty. You killed our colonel. Oh dear. Yeah, he well and truly got kilted. So you can see there the late colonel. And you can see this gentleman as well. And you can see that additionally... oh, Colonel Az-tier has been stabbed by the Red Cloud. And you can see yet more Russian forces moving out. And you can see, obviously, massive amounts of... ooh. Mr. Frongler moving out. And the quick one, and Cadet Stemacerian. Or Stemacerian, possibly. Let's just wait and see. So, Rubbleization. Rubbleization. There's rubble everywhere, damn it. Oh, and retired feet manages to catch a cannonball. As the defence is now into its final 7 minutes. Oh, look, a random horse. Strange how he arrives. So, oh, Cat Oblivion. The curse of the Observer Cam does it again. And that, look at that. Nerdbot looks to be trying to actually move the cannons, maybe. We'll have to wait and see. So, let us follow. Here is the 31st. Moving out. Under the fine command of Mark Stiller. God damn it. I'm sorry, Mark. I'm really sorry. Oh, God, I'm sorry, man. Oh. The curse of the Observer Cam. It's an absolute criminal thing right now. Now, this is... Oh, God, look at this. This is going to be an absolute massacre because the artillery of the 77Y and the 42 are going to focus fire on these guys. As, oh, my God, there's loads of Scotsmen. Oh, look, there's even a Scotsman with bagpipes. Rhaegar in there as well. And let's just wait and see what happens. As you can see, massive amounts of fire. And there's all the forces coming in as down goes Scarecrow. Recruit Phoenix, masses of Brits coming in. Gaz gets taken down by the Dutch nozzle. And you... Oh, no! Oh, dear. Nerdbot seems to have lost... Oh, dear. Nerdbot seems to have lost his horse. And everyone's charging in. Ad nauseum. Look at this. Masses. And Aztir goes down. Red Cloud again. Wow. Second time he's shot Aztir. He's on the roll today. But look at this. Look at this attack by the British forces here. On the... Oh, and look at that. Cannonballs. Oh, my goodness. So beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely fantastic artillery today. Just could not be better. Absolutely wonderful. And you can see here, Grey Hunter. Wow, these guys are fantastic. As more fire going on, Nerdbot gets taken down by El Cid. More fire coming in from Lorento, taking down members of the 31st. Mass stabbings, mass murder, all in the piles of rubble. And the Russians have managed to survive. 4 minutes and 52 seconds. Now, it could be possible that that was the largest total offensive push that the Brits could make. Oh, nice catch. But we'll have to wait and see, because there are 4 minutes and 37 seconds left on the clock. And there's Scott Shroom, who's derping out. And then we've obviously got one... Oh, and another fire coming in. God, these SA Dragoons guys are fantastic with the artillery. But let's not forget, obviously, Dragon with 31 and 1. That's just brutal. Always a pleasure to see such amazingly talented artillerymen. And there's White Knight and Gamer catching the cannonball. Look at this. Oh, wow. I doubt the 77Y have been under this sustained and accurate artillery fire that they are currently defending the fort with. So let's just wait and see. Now, over here, it's Malekith. He's still alive. Well, at least he is for the time being. How is this possible? So let's just wait and see. As he's obviously checking the areas. And Colonel Macduff takes down Gaming Toffee. So you can see here the fire coming in. As Lars Santiago manages to catch a cannonball. There's Scott Shroom. There's Marksman Umbra. And here is this wonderfully protective building. Look at this. With an awful lot of Brits behind it. Oh my goodness. This is going to be the charge to end all charge. The horn is sounding the charge, maybe. Oh, you can't even sound a charge. Oh, come on. Sound a charge, damn it. See the forces lining up. The 59th under Captain Cadewolf. Oh, he's taking a bit of damage. Oh, he's taking a lot more damage now. Ouch. Lance Corporal Gawill. Posh Panda being finished off by Marksman Requiem. And here come the British. Charging in. But they seem to be only charging in as a smaller contingent. The rest seem to be waiting. Ah, here we go. Over the top. Look at that. Fantastic. And here come the 31st with Red Cloud, Murderer of Aztir. Can they all get across the bridge? This is going to be a very dangerous situation for them as they all charge over. Mass fire coming in, and in move the Brits. Look at that fire coming in, smoke everywhere as they charge in towards. It's not really so much a fort as it is a massive pile of rubble. And again with the musician, poor Rhaegar, being taken down. Oh dear, the musicians never get any love. But now you can see here, pushing up, continuing here by the British forces. But the question is whether or not you're going to have the Russian forces then start to push over to one side, which is exactly what you've got here. So you can see the Russian... Oh, Charlie the Turtle with a nice kill. And now you can see the Russians continuing to push. So, let's just wait and see what's going on. There's more cannonball fire coming in from Duke's nozzle. And there we go. The last of the Brits is finished off. And that's pretty much the last of the charges that they tried to make on the Russian fort. And I have to say, the builders of these Russian forts do a fantastic job, because literally there's no more than 30 seconds between this round and the next one, and they've already repaired everything. So I have to say, it's very impressive builders in this sort of period. But as you can see, the cannoneers doing a fantastic job. Fake Messiah, Furry, also this gentleman here, Mr. Slayer Boy, and there's Lieutenant Avior. Yes, defend the lower section in the next round. Yes, strange that. Anyway, let's wait and see what's going on. So this is going to be pretty much it. And this has been a defensive structure courtesy of the 77Y and the 42E. As you can see, VP Falcon with 35 and 0. Ben with 32 and 2. Just brutal. Absolutely brutal. As the final 16 seconds tick over, and you can see the British forces spreading out as Gaming Toffee catches a cannonball again. Poor Toffee. Oh dear. More fire and mass murder. And the Russians have defended the forts. Surprisingly enough. So, teams are going to change around, and hopefully we won't have the disappearing bug. So, we'll be right back. And so, after much faffing, we managed to get back onto the server, and as you can see, it is the turn of the Brits to defend. Look at these fine fellows. And you can see here that they are looking to set up defensive structures, and it looks like the Brits are actually going to defend this point here on this occasion. Oh my goodness! Look at it! It's the Russian Zerg! Oh goodness! Oh dear. Look at this. This is brutal. This is nasty. Look at them all. Mass charge by so many Russians. Oh my goodness. It's like trying to fight against ants. Oh, look at that. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. I hear drumming. Who's drumming? It's Cruz. And you can see here. Oh, musician taking a little bit of damage and then falling off the ladder. Let's see if he can make his way back in as Lieutenant Gaz gets butchered. And here is Supernova. And look at this. This is how worried these guys are. They've literally shut the doors in their face. And these guys continuing to fight. This man's got his back against the wall. It's J-Wall. How ironic. And now they're literally looking to stab their way through those doors. But, oh, lovely shot coming in from Pretty White Girl. Taking down multiple members of the 77Y. Including the commanding officer, Mr. Aztir. Oh, look at that. So over here somewhere is what's left of Aztir. And you can now see... What the hell? Why they build... Oh, God. Oh, it's almost like they're trying to build a little thing across the water. I have to say I'm not impressed by the build so far. So, anyway. what we're going to do is we're going to find out what's going on, because obviously the Russians are in the lower end of the fort. You can see the British artillery. There's Gimmo, who is obviously shirtless and looking for trouble. So, the Brits defenders are back into position. The cannons... Oh my goodness! I think it's fair to say these guys learnt their lesson from the previous loss, where they basically did not defend this particular area. So, I have to say, the engineers going absolutely bananas. Oh, look at this. Musician abuse. This is blatant musician abuse. Do not approve of this. Poor Rhaegar. Just wants to bagpipe in peace. So, because we approve, licensed bagpipery is highly approved of, but rampaging Russians on the wall is not. There's Lieutenant Gaz, obviously, with his clay pipe. And, oh, lovely shot into multiple members of the 77Y, including Cat Oblivion. So, there we go. Now you can see the Russians running into the Brits. The 31st, you can see here, watch your back. Oh, lovely stab, sir. Lovely stab indeed. And there we go, a nice kill into another member of the 77Y. So the problem is the 77Y are pretty much everywhere right now. You can see, oh, and there goes the rubberization of the British right side of the fort. So, not looking good as far as they're concerned. Oh, look, there's an engineer. Hello, Mr. Engineer. There's JB in there as well. So he's looking to try and defend. And there's Sandman also looking to try and defend. The fine cannoneers of the SA Dragoons. Beaujus, of course. Grey Hunter. And other cannoneers further on down the road. There's Macduff. And there's Lance Corporal Kong. And as you can see, rubble on both sides of the fort. Now, let's see what's going on, because you do have some... Oh, look out, the Brits have been ambushed. But they have managed to try and deal with an evil Russian who is attacking. Let's see who that evil Russian is. Oh, that was Chinggis, Cadet Chinggis. Nasty, nasty man there, going in for a little bit of an evil defense. And you can see here the gates being taken pretty badly down. And you can see here the defense is continuing with the fine members of the 59th in as the final line of defense on the British fort. So, bagpipery from musician Rhaegar. We approve of your bagpipery, sir. And then he stopped bagpiping. Bloody typical. So, there's Cade Wolf from the 59th. Taken an injury recently. Aha. More people. It's Malekith leading in onto the right flank of the British forces. Leading his men forward. You can see he's got himself a musket. As Dutch Nozzle gets taken down. As more members of the 77Y. Here we go. And it looks like the 77Y are actually got their engineers in. And they're actually starting to build defences there. So there's Dropkick doing a good job. And look at this. 77Y in a harassing position right now. Look at these guys doing a great job on top of the building. And now they can start harassing the main flag. So the main flag is now coming under fire. And there we go. A team kill onto Malekith. Glorious. Absolutely fantastic. So it's good to see that Malekith can catch cannonballs even from his own team. So there's Skirm, Roberto. And Okko moving in. And here is the engineering team of Jam John and Dropkick. So these guys are putting up the defences to deal against any British that decide to come up the stairs. Well, not so much these stairs. Oh dear, what's he doing down there? But more to do with these stairs. But on those stairs, stopping them is Rami. So now let's see what's going on over here. There's Evo, Wesley Evo. And there we go. Oh, 2-man on 1. And there we go. Let's just see what's going on. The stabby goodness is continuing. And that was Brad Apple taken down. by Wesley Evo. So you can see here, look at this defensive structure by the British engineers. Fantastic, glorious stuff. Oh my god, there's a sailor. Ahoy, sailor. And as you can see, the sailors of the SA Dragoons. Beaujus taking his time, waiting for the obvious. The moment for the attack. As you can see, oh my goodness, so many Russians pouring in from all directions. And there's still 16 minutes left. But the good thing is because they've actually reduced this section to rubble, they don't have to worry about being such a choke point. So they can essentially pour over the top here and down. But they will then go up against the might of the 59th. Defending, as Jack Johnson, doing their best to defend. Oh, it's the Duke of Wellington. And it's John 121. And Roger McMuffin. Oh, look, it's a sailor again. And he's got a pistol. He means business, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go into battle bare-chested without rather large testicles. So, let's just wait and see. Oh, as he's dodging, get out of the way. And he pulls out what is probably the most ineffectual melee weapon ever. But how he's managing to dodge all these bullets and all this stabby goodness that's coming in his general direction. Oh, he manages to shoot one of his teammates, which is a good start. So now you can see him basically backing off to try and get out of the way. Oh, a nice stab going in. Oh, look, he's about to get stabbed. He's looking, he's going to be in trouble. He goes in with the axe, goes in for another swing. And then he looks like he's about to get cut to pieces. Brad Apple finishing off the sailor. Ahoy. Never mind. So, 14 minutes remaining. And this is a desperate situation. Now, bear in mind, obviously, the attackers have unlimited lives. The defenders do not. And here is Private Dries from the 59th defending himself. And there we go. You can see Rusty Turban taking down Corporal Bryce. And now what they want to try and do is get as many of the Russians off the wall as they possibly can. Because we're getting into a very dangerous situation where the Russians, like this one here, will be literally looking down onto the defensive areas and firing at the enemy. And bear in mind, these guys cannot afford to lose too many lives. Otherwise, it all goes tits up. So, these guys in good defensive positions, as you can see, making their way up here, up to the top of the roof, and hupsy-daisy, there we go. And there we go, there's Ice Storm. Obviously in there as well, Greener and Mullins, and these guys doing a great job of defending, but they have to watch this area here. There's Private Sniper V. He is in the process of trying to defend, but you've got masses of Russians all over the place. Oh, what's going on here? It's Johann Armone trying to deal with evil men who are attacking him. Oh, what's this? It's a Wellington. Oh, that was Zodameth there who came up and unfortunately got well and truly butchered. As you can see, his sword still remains on the ground. So, Mark Stiller claiming a victim. The toffee, the gaming toffee, is down. And let's find out. As you can see here, the Russians continuing to work against these evil British people who are trying to defend their fort against the unwarranted aggression of the Russians. If you guys have seen Malachus' Napoleon Total War campaign, you probably know what I'm talking about. Oh dear. Oh crikey. Oh dear. Anyway, so what are you waiting for? Get in there, man. So now you can see, obviously, the Russians here now starting to look down on top of the defenders. And you're not going to see them push in until they've pretty much wiped out, or at least trimmed off the numbers defending this point. Whoopsie-daisy. Because it will just be suicide. But then the Russians are kind of known for... Oh, look at this! Look at them. The High Lord going in and managing to catch a bayonet with his gizzards. Oh my goodness, overrun. This is dangerous. The Russians are everywhere. Oh heavens, look at this. Overrun by the Russians. So many Russians all over the place going in, trying to kill as many of those Brits as possible. Oh goodness me, look at this. Mass stabbings everywhere. Stabby goodness. gunfire, musket balls. Balls of all sorts, really. And it looks like the Russians may have been overwhelmed. We shall have to wait and see what happens. As you can see here, more of the Russians moving in. The torpedo heads, the doorstop heads. And of course there's Mr. Gaming Toffee going up against the sailor. It's European Swallow with an extremely large pole in her hand. Yeah, make of that whatever you wish. So now you can see, obviously... Oh dear. There we go. Follow European Swallow. Going out with a large pole. God save the king indeed. So this is why you don't want to mess with a girl with a large pole. Especially with one with a point on the end. As Whoop Whoop gets taken down. Recruit David from the 59th is defending with all his might. And who's this person about to get surprised? From behind, it's Feet. He is retired apparently. And he's been permanently retired. So, oh my heavens, look at this. So many Russians pouring in. The Zergsky is underway, quite literally. Look at, oh good God, look at this. And they've got 10 minutes to defend. To be honest, based on this, I'm not sure they're going to be able to do it because they don't have the manpower to actually stop that amount of Russians coming down from the walls. And so the Russians are playing it safe, trying to kill as many of them as they possibly can before they then charge en masse. As there's Johann Armoon. It is the sheep. The Frongler. Sorry, the late Mr. Frongler. Oh, it's Scarface. And there's 42E Cadet Dwarf. And here's the Russian Zerg. Look at this. Oh, heavens. There's Okko in with a drum. Oh, my God, so much Zerging. Look at this. Oh, so many Russians everywhere. And the British literally defending down to the hilt. People coming in from the buildings. People jumping off the top. Suicidal sailors all over the place. And the Russians have captured the fort. Wow. So, GG's to all the teams, ladies and gentlemen. And a thank you to the 15th for hosting and for all the regiments taking part. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen, and no doubt we'll be back with more. We'll see you next time.